I've had a lot of people say you need to check out this video called "The Drummers of Pakistan," and it features the band Call from the Jilawatan video that I did several days back. So I'm anxious. I'm a drummer. I've been totally blown away from the music coming out of Pakistan lately. So why not? Let's check out the drummers of Pakistan. And here are their names. Cool. I bet that sounded amazing in person. He's getting into it. This was probably not very easy to coordinate. Sometimes it's difficult for one drummer to keep time, but could you imagine a room full of drummers essentially playing to the same rock song? Drummers of all ages, drummers of all capabilities. If this is a first take, I would be truly blown away. But I'm guessing they probably had to rehearse a little bit for this one. Start, start, start. was a cool film. Huh. Did you see the interesting shape of that particular symbol? This one right here. Aha. So this symbol, it's kind of flared out on the edge like this. Now, the traditional symbol with that typical shape, that's kind of a flattened bell, that's what we know as a Turkish symbol, made and cast in the Turkish tradition. These this symbol you see here with the kind of the flared, and sometimes you see more exaggerated versions of this where it's really turned up on its edge. This is the China symbol. It's a wonderful effect symbol. It has a raw and a very it doesn't have the sustained sound or ring of a psh. It's more like a type sound. I probably just blew everyone's ears with that. But the China symbol and the Turkish style symbol work very well in amplified music because they cut through that music. And this particular China type symbol is fantastic for strong accents. Really, it's almost kind of the exclamation point of the percussion world. Very cool. Yes. Hmm. I love this. I love this. I think the only thing that could have potentially made this better is if all the drum set players had stopped and time was allowed and space was allowed for the hand drum players, because you hear these traditional South Asian, um, Indian subcontinent traditional drums, especially tabla and some of the other hand drums, and they bring such unique character to the music and to, I don't know, just the feeling you get when you hear them. Okay, I always like to end my videos. Thank you for the recommendation. Fantastic. I'm going to revisit this one. Uh, what I want to do is I want to recommend, I'll throw the link in the description to a performance by a group of Scottish drummers. My last name is Cameron, and even though I was born and I have lived my entire life in the United States, the name Cameron strongly suggests that my heritage is Scottish. And being a consumer of drums, not that I eat drums, but being a big fan and enthusiast of drums and how they're played from around the globe, I think there's something very special about the way drums are played. And I'm speaking of drums that are often played along with bagpipes. And I want you to tell me, because I think that some of the rhythms I hear played on classic South Asian classical drums namely tabla, I think are very similar to what you might hear in this video I'm going to link into the description. The sound is different, but I think the rhythm patterns are very similar. You've got quarter notes, da da da. You've got eighth notes, da 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 da. You've got 16th notes, da 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 da. But most importantly, the thing that really delivers when it comes to rhythm is the triplet. That's one note followed by two others. So, and I think the triplet really adds a lot of rhythm and motion to a drum part, no matter what the drum is. So I want you to listen to these drummers of Scotland and tell me what you think. Do you hear something similar in those drummers' performance as you might hear in classical Indian, Pakistani, we'll call it Indian subcontinent, South Asian type music? Let me know. Thanks for the thanks for the recommendation, and we'll see you on the next one.